85% of partners prefer a man who is groomed below the waist, and 96% of partners think bad grooming is a major turn-off. That's where Manscaped have come in to help us all out, including myself, lads. The Lawnmower 4.0 is a trimmer specifically designed with our crown jewels in mind. It has skin-safe technology to reduce those nicks and cuts and gives you the maximum confidence while trimming below the waist. It's also IPX7 waterproof rated, so you can operate in wet or dry conditions. It has a premium 7,000 RPM motor with quiet stroke technology and a massive 90-minute battery time, which is supported by its wireless electromagnetic charging function. With the Performance Package 4.0, you'll get the Crop Reviver with witch hazel and powerful odor defense. This keeps your balls protected after a good shave. Crop Preserver with its soothing aloe vera and advanced quick absorbing cream, keeping your balls feeling fresh and hydrated. And the Weed Whacker to trim ear and nose hair. The Performance Package 4.0 has everything you need to keep you the most groomed man in the room. Use our code XTRA20 XTRA20 at checkout and you'll save yourself 20% off your order and receive free international shipping. Yes, guys, welcome back to another video. Hopefully you guys are all well this morning. Big up to everyone that's already joined. Who we got in the chat today? Man, we got Nam, Cameron, Darcy, Dash, Meta, JN, SMTO, Emil. We got Jason Round, Football Edits, Retro Blue, Stefan the Brabanda. We have Loquacious. We have Nightbot. We have John Anderson. Hopefully you guys are all well, man. Welcome in this morning. As we've got some good news, some positive news on the contract front. Let me bring this up on screen for you guys. Let's start off with this man, Nathan Ake. Let me zoom in this for you guys. Nathan Ake has reached an agreement with Manchester City for a contract extension set to be sealed in the next couple of days. After talks progressing earlier this week, a verbal agreement has now been reached, and a new long-term deal is now in place with salary to be increased. Nathan Ake will be extending his Manchester City contract, which is obviously great news. I think everyone would agree with me there. He's had a great season last year, fantastic, and without him, I don't think we would have had the success that we had, because at large points he was probably our best defender. And you know, we all probably voted Erling Haaland the best Manchester City player of the year, but he was right up there as well. He was right up there as well. So yeah, apparently his contract has now been extended until 2027, which is what, 4 years, which is obviously great, and obviously keeps him at Manchester City for a long time. He's currently 28 years old. And if you have a look at the salaries that he's going to be put on, if we look at this screen here, what is he currently on? He's quite far down, actually. He's currently on £92,000 a week. I don't know if you can quite see that there, guys. £92,000 a week. I think he should be on up here with like Akanji and Diaz, mate. Like, there's no way that Manuel Akanji, in my opinion, should be on more than Nathan Ake. So I would imagine that City put him up here somewhere around the 160 or 180 sort of mark. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll put him down here, but there's no way that Manuel Akanji, in my opinion, should be on more than Nathan Ake. So hopefully he gets a big pay rise, because clearly, yeah, I mean, being on 92 grand a week, times are hard, people. Times are hard. But yeah, that is obviously great news. He played a lot of football for us last year. He obviously went off injured, actually, against Bayern Munich. But then Pep Guardiola said after the game that there was no injuries. So I think it was just a knock. I think it was just a knock. I don't think there's any serious issues there with Nathan Ake. But let me know. How do you guys feel about this? Are you guys buzzing about Nathan Ake's new contract? He's 28 years old, so that'll take him to 29, 30, 31, 32. 32 years old it'll take him to. So it's great, isn't it? Great signing. Really is a great signing. Remember, what did we pay? 40 million, or was it 45 million? It was 45 million quid, wasn't it? So 45 million quid. Look how he performed last year. I mean, it was brilliant. And he can play centre-back, he can play left-back, he can play left-sided back of a three. So honestly, just absolutely buzzing about this news, guys. Really buzzing about this news. Fantastic. And just hopefully he's not fully injured following that that issue that he had. Some more news that's coming out, guys. This is fantastic news as well. Long time coming here, guys. Check this out. Boom. Rico Lewis will officially sign a new five-year contract with Manchester City, plus an option for a further season, so possibly a 6-year contract in the coming weeks. Now, I'm not sure, not that it really matters that much, I'm not sure whose option this is. Is this Manchester City's option or is this Rico Lewis's option? I don't know. But yeah, 5-year contract. He's currently 18 years old. That's going to take him to till he's 23. And apparently he's going to have 5 times his salary, which he's currently on £5,000 a week, I believe. So he's going to be going up to 25, possibly 30k if he's lucky. That's sort of what, like, if you look at the salaries again, if you go down here, Cole Palmer's on 20, Maximo Perone's on 30. So, yeah, he's going to be on like 20 to 35k a week, I would imagine. But, yeah, Rico Lewis, deal is looking good here. And, yeah, everything's very positive. Everything's looking good, man. Everything's looking good. And contracts are being signed. There is a little, like, bit more positive news coming out on Gvardiol, but I'll probably just hold back on that and maybe do a stream later on if we get a little bit more positive news. But Rico Lewis, who was fantastic, wasn't he, against Bayern Munich in that first half? He was absolutely incredible, probably the man of the match, and signing a new 5-year contract, because it's kind of been weird, a little bit weird, guys, because he's been able to sign this pro contract since he's, 18, which is last November. So it's taken a long time for Manchester City and Rico Lewis to get this deal across the line. Not entirely sure what's taken so long, what the delay's been, but look, it doesn't really matter. Now they've got the deal done. It is looking good. The question that I've got, though, right, about Rico Lewis, and we kind of discussed this a little bit on the watch along, or maybe on the review, I can't remember. But I want your guys' views here. Rico Lewis, where's he going to play next season? Genuine question. Because if Pep Guardiola wants to keep playing this 4 at the back with the inverted player or player 3 at the back, I just don't see him playing in the back line. I don't see if we're playing a back 3. There's no way he's going to be playing on the right side of a 3. He's not physical enough. He's not big enough or strong enough. That's despite him out-muscling Upper Maguire. The only way he's really going to get in for me is if we play back 4, but I don't know. I don't know how he gets in the team. Is he really going to play midfield when all our players are fit? We're playing Premier League games. So I do have a little bit of a reservation, a little bit of a concern about where his minutes are going to come from this year. But I'm sure Pep has an idea. I'm sure Pep would have a way to get him in the team. Otherwise, he'd probably loan him out. Perfect for the 8 role. Look, I agree. I think he's really, really good in the 8 role. I really like him in that midfield position. He's got energy. He drives forward with the ball. Oh, by the way, someone corrected me. Do you know how I've been saying for quite some time, right? And this is me saying I'm wrong. You know how I've been saying for quite some time that Rico Lewis is the only player that can have the ball, like start with the ball from like a dead position and then just go boom and go past someone in our current team. Wrong. Phil Foden can do it. Yeah, someone in the comments, I can't remember the name, but someone in the comments was like, nah, LB, you're wrong. Phil Foden can do it as well. I was like, yeah, you're actually right. But yeah, Rico's really good in that 8 position because he's good defensively. He's switched on. He's fast. He's energetic. He can get forward, which he's good at. The only thing he needs to work on in that position is passing, because sometimes we've seen it in games where he'll get the ball and it's like a 10-yard pass and he'll get it wrong. So I don't know whether that's been over eager. Not entirely sure what that is, but really positive news that he's signing a new 5-year contract with an extension available to make it 6 years. So yeah, I'm so buzzing. Let's have a look at your comments on this one then. Big up to Ambassador d'Italia. Says Rico at the midfield, the 8 role is so good. I said it when Gundogan left, he can potentially play there. His ability to move the ball forward is easily unmatched. Pocketed Kimmich. I agree. I became a City fan yesterday, says JM. Not sure what that is. I'll always have a big connection with Rico because he announced himself at City versus Sevilla. Yeah, I mean, he was very good that day and obviously scored the goal. I think, is he the youngest ever scorer in the Champions League? Cameron says that inverted right back, right centre mid, DM, he's so versatile. P. Elder said centre mid. Could he play as part of a double pivot? I think he probably could, bro. You have Rodri sitting in there, and then say you could probably go a little bit further forward, join the attacks. 100% agree with you. Charlie says inverted from right back. We'll still play inverted fullbacks at times. We probably will, but you know as well as me, Cameron, that the inverted fullback isn't as good as the inverted centre back because the inverted centre back is more natural. But no, I agree. We probably will still play that at times. Rico will be important, but he's not going to play every game, obviously. Yeah, and of course, I think it's also important to understand that we don't really want him to play every game. You know what I mean? At 18 years old, my personal opinion is that it's not actually healthy for the player to be playing every single game at that age. I think they need to be put in the squad, taken out. And this is one of the things that I say to Arsenal fans about Saka. I don't think it's a good thing that Saka plays every single game for Arsenal. I really don't, because there becomes too much pressure. There becomes too much of a reliance. I don't think he can have time to reflect. I think it's good for sometimes young players to be taken out the team because they get hungry for it again because they want to be playing. And I think they have time to reflect on their performances, what they did right, what they did wrong. So, yeah, I think this is a good thing. Of course, you also do need to play. Like, it's not good just sitting on the bench every day. Like, I mean, you need to be playing football. So there's a fine balance. Matt Ryan says, Rico can be a box-to-box midfielder, holding midfielder, left back, right back. Fantastic player. Look, listen, I'm looking at your comments and everyone's getting pretty gassed, man. Everyone's getting pretty gassed. So it's obviously really positive news and everyone's getting pretty excited about this. Let's have a look. I just seen that then, bro. Breaking. Oh, sorry, that's not the right one. Leipzig are waiting for Manchester City's next offer for Josko Gvardiol, with the word being that it will work, says Janaj Fjordsoft. Well, okay, we'll have to wait and see on that. Like I said, I'll probably do a more in-depth stream later on the on Josko Gvardiol to see exactly what's going on and maybe do a bit of a timeline stream. We've not done a timeline stream this window, and we've not done one for Gvardiol in a very long time. So I think timeline stream tonight. Let's see who's chatting shit, because when you do a timeline stream, you can work out which journalists know what they're talking about and which journalists don't know what they're talking about. So let's do a timeline stream tonight and let's get investigative. You know what I mean? Let's put a suit on, get the magnifying glass out like Cluedo and that, and let's see what's going on. Cameron says, thoughts on Culver at DM and what that means for Calvin Phillips. I think it's bad news for Calvin Phillips because in my personal opinion, that 45 minutes from Kovacic at the CDM position was better than every single Calvin Phillips performance I've seen for Manchester City. That's not being mean, being harsh. That's not an agenda. That's just my opinion. Kovacic, that 45 minutes, I've not seen Calvin Phillips play better than that since he's been at Manchester City. That's a problem for him, Calvin Phillips. So, look, it's up to him. I think he wants to sort it. He wants to stay here and fight for his position and fight for his place at Manchester City. I'll take my hat off to that. You know what I mean? You want players to fight. You know what I mean? We've seen it with Zinchenko. He was about to leave at one point. He stayed and did well. So I hope it works for him, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying that as it is. You know what I mean? I'm going to sit and gloss things over. My personal opinion is that Kovacic's performance for 45 minutes was better than anything I've seen from Calvin Phillips. So the problem that you have is if you play in a game against Liverpool and Rodri's injured, where Calvin Phillips should be stepping in, you'd be thinking, actually, I might play Kovacic there because he's better. So, of course, it's early days. As people are saying, it's only pre-season. 100% agree. I'm not like writing Phillips off, but it's not particularly great look, is it, to be honest with you? What do I think about the winger situation? Weird. Very weird. Like, what's going on, innit? Like, who is signing? Like, I don't know what's happening there. So, hopefully we can get a deal across the line for someone, but I don't know who that someone is going to be, to be honest with you. Like, who are we going to sign? I have absolutely no idea. So we've been linked with Rafinha, Dani Olmo. We've been linked with Vega, who's more of a midfielder, but can play on there as well. We've been linked with Barcola. We've been linked with a lot of players. We've been linked with a lot of players, but just so far, nothing. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on there, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, who knows? Guys, by the way, make sure you drop a like on the stream. We need 20 people. Hit that thumbs up button. Get us to 100 likes. Make sure you smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. Like I say, tonight, I think we're going to do a Josko Gvardiol timeline stream. I think it's overdue. And we can see which journalists are chatting shit, guys. Let's have a look. Cameron says Dani Olmo. Oh, yeah, Julius Craig says Elise. Fab said Elise is one of the three wingers in City's transfer plans. Yeah, we know that City want Elise, don't we? But what's his release clause? Does he have a release clause? Nobody knows what's going on really, so I don't know. But yeah, crazy situation. But great news on the Nathan Ake situation. 2027 contract extension. Rico Lewis, a 5-year contract agreed with an option for a further year, taking it to 6 years. That is seriously good news on the back of his performance against Bayern Munich, where he was man of the match. Fantastic performance from him. And I'm just buzzing. Things are going well in that department. We just need to make 1 or 2 more signings, get this Gvardiol deal across the line, because it's stressing me out now. And maybe get a winger in, and then we're ready. We are ready for it. So I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. Big up to everyone that's joined the stream. If you could do me a massive favor, yeah, there's 284 people in the stream. Go and check out my personal channel. It's LB, uploading on there daily, going through transfer rumors, transfer gossip. Do me a massive favor. Go over there, subscribe to the channel. Try and get me to 4K. I've got a video going live right now, a premiere, so you can chat in there as well. And big up for all the love, guys, on the personal channel. Big up for all the love on City Extra. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in a minute on the It's LB channel. See you in a bit, people. 85% of partners prefer a man who is groomed below the waist, and 96% of partners think bad grooming is a major turn-off. That's where Manscaped have come in to help us all out, including myself, lads. The Lawnmower 4.0 is a trimmer specifically designed with our crown jewels in mind. It has skin-safe technology to reduce those nicks and cuts and gives you the maximum confidence while trimming below the waist. It's also IPX7 waterproof rated, so you can operate in wet or dry conditions. It has a premium 7,000 RPM motor with quiet stroke technology and a massive 90-minute battery time, which is supported by its wireless electromagnetic charging function. With the Performance Package 4.0, you'll get the Crop Reviver with witch hazel and powerful odor defense. This keeps your balls protected after a good shave. Crop Preserver with its soothing aloe vera and advanced quick absorbing cream, keeping your balls feeling fresh and hydrated. And the Weed Whacker to trim ear and nose hair. The Performance Package 4.0 has everything you need to keep you the most groomed man in the room. Use our code XTRA20 XTRA20 at checkout and you'll save yourself 20% off your order and receive free international shipping.